For one, first and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone that rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect of Israel. To you, I say Shalom. Lord willing, this blessing is edifying to the flock of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. And this is going to be a quick testimonial video, Lord willing. It's edifying to the flock of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. But we get this precept right quick. This is Psalms 37 and 19. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, delivereth him out of them all. Right? So, there's going to be days where you're tried. There's going to be days where you're going through it in the flesh. Right? But the Lord, if you depend on the Lord, if you have faith that the Lord will deliver you, he will deliver you as long as you're doing right by him, man. Lord willing, I'm part of that number. Lord willing, we're part of that number. But I was at the gym the other night actually, and I got off work and I was stupid tired, so I fell asleep in my car after work, and I was at the gym. I didn't get to the gym till like 8:30, and the gym was like 20 miles from my house. All right, so 8:30 came around. I got to the gym. You know, I locked my car. I took the key in my car, threw it in my gym bag. Got my clothes and threw it in the locker, right? And I locked the lock. Now the lock I have is a 4-digit combination, 4 single digits. And before the password was 1441. It was like a palindrome, right? A palindrome is like a word that's spelled the same way backwards as it is forward. Like the word radar, Radar, that's a palindrome because you can spell it forward and backward the same way. The word mom, the word dad, so on and so forth. So this is the way I set the lock of my combination for in the same way. All right. So I set the lock, or I got ready. I threw my stuff in the locker room, in the lock, and my keys in the gym bag. And I threw it in the locker, and I locked the lock. Now I was rushing because there was somebody behind me, not directly behind me, but like 8 lockers down. Now at the gym, these Edomites, man, they get naked like with no disregard for anybody else that's in there. They're just fucking stripped butt ass naked. So I try to hurry up before he got naked or whatever, and I bounced. So I locked the lock, I scrambled the numbers, and I took off. I wasn't even paying attention. So now I finished my workout, and it's like 9:30, and I say to myself, all right, let me jump in the sauna because the gym closed at 10. Let me jump in the sauna for like 10, 20 minutes before I head home. All right, and the gym closed at 10, so I get another sweat in before I go home. So I get to my lock, and the numbers are scrambled again. All the numbers are scrambled because I scrambled it because I was in a rush. And I get to my lock, so I put in the password 1441, and it's not working. It's not working. It's not working. I'm trying it. Sometimes the numbers are real sensitive on locks. You got to put it in an exact spot for it to click. I'm trying it for like 5 minutes. I had this lock for like 8 months, right? And so the password never changed. I kept it the same. So it's not working. It's not working. So now I'm like, okay, maybe I accidentally changed the lock number because the way it's set, in order to change the combination to unlock the lock, you have to unlock it, twist the lock to the left, set the number, and then switch it back, twist the lock back into normal position. So, which is really easy to do by accident, but I never did it before, so I never paid attention to it. So I'm looking at the bottom of the lock and the serial number, and it shows and it says it shows the serial number. So I Google it, and the master lock webpage is the first result. I click the master lock webpage, clicking the lock, the specific lock I had, and it had reviews on it. And the first review was a negative review saying, if you use this lock every day, it's extremely easy to change the lock, the combination. So you could be scarred. Now it's like 9:40, and I'm getting worried because gym closed at 10. I'm gonna get kicked out. The key to my car is in the locker, right? The equipment for me to go to work is in the car. So now I'm thinking I have to Uber home, which is 20 miles away, which would probably be like $50, $60. I have to Uber home, then Uber back, with a locksmith to unlock the lock in the morning. So it will be like a $250 ordeal, man. So now, now I'm trying random numbers to try to unlock it because there's no way, I could do all that, man. So now, if, if four digits, one single digit each number going 1 through 9, the odds of me guessing the correct combination is 1 out of 9,000. I believe is 1 out of 9,000. So I threw up a quick prayer. I said, Baba Kashai Yabashim Yashai, unlock his lock. You know. So now I'm trying numbers. I'm trying random numbers, and nothing is working. All right. So now it's like 9:45, maybe like 9:43, 9:45. So I said, fuck it. I started trying moving individual numbers, and the last number I tried is the number that worked. Call on Yabashim Yashai, and the number was 4441. Right. So the lock, it changed because I was scrambling to get out of there. But it changed to a righteous number, 4441, man. And Hebrew is read right to left. So it's really 1444, right? Call Yom Yabashim Yashar, man. And so, this is the second time the Lord delivered me out of a situation where dealing with a lock. Well, it's not the second time where it's really like the fourth or fifth. Because there have been a couple of times I locked my key in the car, I had to get a hanger and fish it out. But there's been another time where I locked my key, or I locked the car key. I locked the car, left the key inside the door in a public area, in a public garage. And I left it for 2 hours, and it was still the same, man. All right, so we're gonna deal with things, and it's gonna seem impossible in the flesh. But the Lord could do anything, man. The Lord is literally capable of anything. You just can never doubt, man. All right, this is You know what? I'm gonna jump back to Psalm 34, start at verse 7. The angel of the Lord Yahweh encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. Right? That was an affliction that, I had to be delivered from, man. All right. Ubering home, Ubering back, getting a locksmith, right? Because I needed to get in the car. Because if I couldn't get in the car, I couldn't work because my equipment was in the car. All right. So the Lord delivered me that same night, man. That same hour. All right. Verse 8, oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. All right. You gotta always have faith, man. That's another word for faith is trust. All right. Verse 9, oh, fear the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahshai, ye his saints, for there is no want to them that fear him. And when you go into that word want, it means, to lack something. All right. So you're like, oh, I want some food right now. That means you lacking food, so you want it. All right. So if you fear the Lord, there's nothing you're going to want, man, especially in the kingdom. Truth is talking about before you even ask, you're going to have it in the kingdom, man. Let me see if I get that. I believe that's Isaiah 65. Isaiah 65 and 24. And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer, and while they are yet speaking, I will hear. Right? So the Lord's going to answer our prayers before we even call upon him, man. All right? We're not going to want anything. We're not going to be lacking anything in the kingdom, man. All right? But we're starting to see signs of that now, man. All right? Back to Psalms chapter 34. Oh, fear the Lord, verse 9. Oh, fear the Lord, ye his saints, for there is no want to them that fear him. The young lions do lack and suffer hunger. All right? But they that seek the Lord shall not want any good thing. All right? So the young lions lack. So they're in want of sustenance. They're in want of food because they're suffering hunger. All right? But they that seek the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai shall not want any good thing. You're not going to be lacking any good thing. Right? And little things like that is a huge faith booster too, man. All right, it might seem little, but that's a huge thing, man. When the Lord shows his hand, right, it's a huge thing because only a few people can see, the works of the Lord or his hand being shown when he plays his cards, man. When he delivers you out of trouble, only the elect could really see it, man. All right. Let me jump down to verse 17. The righteous cry, and the Lord heareth, and delivereth them out of all their troubles. Right. Lord willing, the Lord considers me righteous, man. But I cried unto him, man. All right, I cried unto the Lord, and He heard it, man. He delivered me, man, and He delivered me in a beautiful way too, man. All right, because yeah, I could have probably randomly guessed the number and opened it, but you got to think about the time running out, right, and the number that the lock was changed to. Out of all the possible combinations, 1 out of 9,000, it was changed to 4441, man. All right, and I could say it because nobody's gonna know where my lock is, right? It's in good hands, right? That's the Lord's lock, man. At the end of the day, all right. Verse 18, the Lord is nigh unto them that are of broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. Right? He keepeth all his bones, not one of them is broken. All right, man. And especially Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Shai was being afflicted on the cross, but not one of his bones was broken, man. All right, let me jump over to Psalm chapter 91. Psalms 91 and 10. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. Right? We constantly have protection. If you're serving the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to the best of your ability, you're in great hands, man. You're in the best hands possible, man. What is that insurance company? Allstate, are you in good hands? All right? Yeah, we're in great hands, man. Right? But you put your trust upon man, you put your trust upon, your own strength, your own weaponry, your own so-called capabilities, right? If you put your trust, upon other governments and so on and so forth, you're not in good hands, man. All right. I'm gonna get one more. I'm gonna wrap it up. I wanted to make this quick because that story was kind of long. Salakia. This is Sirach chapter 33 and verse 1. There shall no evil happen unto him that feareth the Lord, but in temptation, even again, he will deliver him. All right. It's like Sirach 2 says, man. All right, let me get to that, and I'll close out with this. Sirach 2 and 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? All right. Even if I couldn't get the lock open that day, that same hour, right? The Lord would have made a way for eventually I would have got the lock open and eventually would have got my stuff, man. I believe that through the Spirit, man. All right. So you can't lack faith, man. Scriptures talks about, you know what? Let me jump down to verse, I'm just read it through. Sirach 2 and 11. For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy and long suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction. Right. And again, he showed his hand and proved that, man. There's a scripture in Micah, or I believe it's Malachi, one of those, Salakia, where the Lord is talking about tithing, where the Lord says, prove him, man. All right? The Lord asks you to prove him sometimes, man. All right? To prove that he's a man of his word, man. All right? Verse 12, woe be to the fearful heart and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. Right? The Lord ain't going to defend people that really don't believe. The Lord ain't going to defend people that's weak in the spirit and weak in the faith, man. All right? If you're weak in the faith, Christian talks about him that faileth in time of trouble. I'm going to get that real quick after I read verse 14. Sirach 2 and 14. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? Right? Because, people in the world, if they were in that situation, they'll probably curse, get mad, get angry. And some people even curse out the Lord, man. All right, just like Job's wife, man. All right, but let me go to Psalms, Salakia, Proverbs. I'm gonna look for it. Out of joint. Proverbs 25 and 19. Confidence in an unfaithful man in time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint. All right. It's really it's not gonna work the way it's supposed to, man. Confidence in an unfaithful man in time of trouble, man. All right, if you're going through it and what you have confidence with Salakia, Proverbs 25:19, confidence in an unfaithful man in time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint. All right, you have no foundation, man. If your foot is dislocated, you really can't use it the way you're supposed to, right? You can't have sure footing if your foot is out of joint, man. All right, so what are you confident in, man? If you're not confident in the capabilities or the mercy of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man, you're out of there, man. All right, but I'm gonna wrap it up with that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone that rule well. And peace and salutations to the elect of Israel. Until next time, I want to say Shalom and abad the ball.